On behalf of the 113,000 employees of the U.S. Department of Justice, I want to join Katie and Jessica in congratulating the recipients of this year's National Crime Victim Service Awards. The 13 individuals and organizations we recognize today were chosen from a large pool of worthy candidates from across the country. Their selection is a testament to their compassion, professionalism, and commitment to justice. Their courage and their dedication are an inspiration to us all, and they are needed today more than ever. Although violent crime has been declining for much of the Trump administration, some areas of the country remain under siege. From urban centers to rural areas, including Alaskan villages and Indian country, criminals perpetrate violence, trafficking guns and drugs, and prey on vulnerable citizens. But they will not succeed. They cannot, because every corner of our country is protected by brave police professionals willing to stand up to predators and lawbreakers, and an army of determined advocates is ready to help victims exercise their rights and reclaim their lives. These selfless men and women are part of a noble tradition of victim services that has grown and flourished over the last half-century. Some of us remember when the idea of victims' rights was dismissed and even scorned. Victims were regarded as peripheral to legal proceedings. Their presence in the courtroom was deemed prejudicial, their suffering incidental, as if the grossest violation of personal safety and individual liberty were hardly a matter of concern. For much of our history, our institutions of justice marginalized and even ignored victims, and both the public safety and the integrity of our system of laws suffered. As President Ronald Reagan put it almost 40 years ago, when he proclaimed the first Victims' Rights Week, each new victim personally represents an instance in which our system has failed to prevent crime. Lack of concern for victims compounds that failure. Today, thanks to years of persistence and resilience on the part of survivors and their champions of justice, crime victims now have a voice, and that voice is being heard in courtrooms, communities, and state capitals across the land. But we cannot take this progress for granted. Victims still do not always receive the justice they deserve, and many never receive the help they need. We must continue fighting on their behalf to help them secure their rights and gain access to vital services. Katie, Jessica, and the staff of our Office of Victims of Crime are helping lead this fight. Through Victims of Crime funding, they are supporting more than 7,000 local victims assistance programs, victims compensation programs in every state, and a host of services designed to aid elder abuse victims, survivors of human trafficking, victims in tribal communities, and others. And we are building on this momentum. I'm pleased to announce that Justice Department grants totaling almost $1.8 billion are on the way to states and U.S. territories to support victims' assistance and compensation programs. More than $135 million in additional grant funding will help service providers obtain the resources they need to reach victims of mass violence, campus sexual assault, and appalling crimes like female genital mutilation and cutting. Grants will also help victims navigate the criminal justice system by funding crime victim legal clinics and law enforcement-based victims services. Federal money alone cannot deliver the justice and healing that victims need and deserve. They can only be done by talented and committed advocates and service providers, lawyers, counselors, police officers, and chaplains. volunteers and government employees, national advocacy organizations, and community service groups, and victims themselves. In short, people like the men and women we honor today. They are all heroes, and we salute their achievement. Today, we celebrate the remarkable work that they and all of you do every day on behalf of crime victims across America. We are proud and we are honored to stand beside you. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.